Kennedy had been planning the perfect bank robbery for months. She had carefully selected a team of experienced and trustworthy criminals to help her pull off the heist. The team consisted of Pat, Carson, Landon, and Maggie. The plan was simple yet intricate, and everyone had their assigned roles. They had spent countless hours rehearsing and perfecting the plan, and the day of the heist had finally arrived. The team nodded in unison, their nerves and excitement palpable in the air. They put on their masks and started walking toward the bank, ready to pull off the biggest heist of their careers. We see Kennedy, Pat, Carson, Landon, and Maggie gathered outside the bank, dressed in all black with masks on their faces. They're about to execute the perfect heist. Kennedy led the group towards the bank's entrance, walking backwards to keep an eye out for any potential threats.
Are you guys ready?
She asked the team.
Of course.
Pat replied.
I've been itching to get my hands on some cash.
Carson let out a loud fart, causing Landon to groan.
Dude, can't you hold it in for 5 minutes?
Landon said, crossing his legs.
I'm trying.
Carson exclaimed defensively. Maggie looked around nervously.
Guys, we need to be careful. We don't want to damage the bank too much.
Kennedy nodded in agreement.
Let's get in and out quickly and quietly.
As they made their way towards the vault, Carson let out another fart, this time so loud that it echoed throughout the entire building. The team froze, realizing that Carson's huge mungulus blasts had gotten them discovered.
Carson, what the hell?
Pat said angrily.
I couldn't help it.
Carson protested. Landon interrupted.
Guys, forget it. We're screwed anyway. I need to pee so badly. Can we please just surrender?
Maggie panicked.
No, we can't give up now. We have to find a way out of this.
Carson suddenly had an idea.
Wait guys, I think I can help.
Kennedy saw the urgency of the situation, aka the puffs of pressured gas coming out of Carson's butt, and ushered the team to the back half of the bank where the vault was held. This was it. He clenched so hard his eyes popped out. Let out an enormous fart blast, even more huge mungulus than before, which caused the bank vault door to open with a loud creak. Not as loud as the fart though. The team quickly gathered the money and made their escape. As they ran out of the bank, they were met by the police, who had been alerted by Carson's earlier farts.
Hands up.
The police shouted, with one hand pinching their noses. Kennedy spoke up.
All right, we surrender.
As they were being handcuffed, Pat grumbled.
This is all Carson's fault.
After he was able to readjust himself, realizing the situation, Carson just shrugged and said,
Hey, at least my fart was useful for once.
As the police officers led the team away, Kennedy couldn't help but feel disappointed. She had planned the robbery meticulously and had thought that everything was going according to plan until Carson's flatulence ruined it all. Meanwhile, Landon was still squirming, trying to hold in his pee while being escorted by the police. Pat, still frustrated, couldn't help but give Carson a hard stare. Maggie was busy worrying about the bank and how they would pay for the damages. Carson, on the other hand, was feeling a sense of relief. He knew that his fart blast had been the only reason they were able to crack the vault and steal the money. He just wished it hadn't also been the reason they got caught. The team's failed attempt at robbing the bank left them with nothing but regret and a long list of charges. They all hoped that their next attempt would be more successful, but for now, they were headed for jail.